Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is ranked, of course. As you know, I've been spamming ranked for season 31. If you guys want a classic video, I'll do it, but I just don't like classic this season. But anyways, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the team composition, and Daxi is a pretty good pick. But they don't have much crowd control. They have a lot of damage, a lot of burst, and some poking in there too. Today is going to be jungle, which is going to be pretty hard for season 31 just because the enemy jungles are pretty good and have counter Gusion in some type of way, whether it's like objectives type stuff or if they're stronger or clear quicker in early, mid, or late. But what I like about Gusion is that once he gets to late game, it's pretty much over because if you play him right, oh my god, it is so hard to lose with him, in my opinion. I haven't lost with him much this season. I have a 73% win rate in ranked. It's so hard to lose with him, in my opinion. So I'm looking at Nathan and Leslie. Leslie got the first blood. That's good that our marksman starts off with a kill. Because what you want to know about marksman is that if they even touch the tower or get some type of kill early game, they have a huge advantage. Because what that means is that they're speeding up their late game process. So if they're fed, they're basically getting their late game stuff mid game, and then that can make a big difference. So that's why with objectives, when it comes to jungle, you always have to make sure that your marksman is doing fine, because if your marksman comes behind in farm, their late game is going to be behind, and then they're also the people that you rely on to end towers, tower lock, and finish off kills, all that stuff. When you have a good marksman, it makes a difference in the team fight. That's why at jungle you always want to emphasize, as much as EXP lane is important because turtle usually comes over there, you definitely want to look at gold lane for sure. Alright, looks like turtles open up in like 10 seconds. I'm looking at EXP, want to make sure EXP is okay. And if EXP is okay and turtle's still open, you just want to wait and take the green buff. And as you see, I use retry. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I'm asking for help. Let's see, because our fighter is really good with crowd control, and maybe we can like kill him. Let me see. Oh, that's perfect. So I'm looking at that gold. I'm realizing, okay, gold lane is having some problems, but I need this blue right quick. But Leslie is doing good. She got that kill. I do feel like Leslie is a good pick against Nathan, and I feel like, okay, Leslie will have the lane advantage right there. So what that means is, since she has a lane advantage, people are going to start coming down there to throw off her farm. So that's why I know I have to pay more attention to the gold lane than EXP. And then once turtle opens up, then I come around EXP. But since turtle was near gold, I'll be down gold a lot just to make sure Leslie's doing okay. And let me see. Yeah, I can't dive that. It wouldn't be worth it. I feel like I would die if I dive that. Plus, when it comes to Aldous, as long as we're keeping him away from the minions from his stacks early game, then there's just no point of trying to kill exchange. The time I will kill exchange with an Aldous is if it's late game, and if he gets fed, then yeah, that'll be a problem. But I don't think he's been stacking, so we'll be fine. So how do you approach? Usually before ganking marksman, you kind of want to step in that bush right there just to make sure to confirm that their tank is not coming down with like the jungle or somebody or another outside source like mage and stuff. So you do want to check that bush before you do decide to gank, just in case. Oh, you don't want to use all your combos and all of a sudden you see like their tank and then you see their mage coming down. That would be a disaster, right? Oh, now Novaria trying to get my buff, and she missed. She failed terribly. So after green, I will pretty much going to recall, and the reason I'm going to recall is because my health is low and because turtle is going to open up in 10 seconds. And if I recall right now, I'll be able to make way back to the turtle. I'm looking at the lanes. Leslie's going back to gold. Mincidar, however you pronounce his name, is at the top, and there it looks like he's doing fine. So this is safe to go to the Lord. I mean, not to the Lord, to the turtle, because I see it looks like Alpha's over there. Let me see. Yeah, you just want to mark the oh yeah, I don't think that was worth it, because I'd used all my combos on him. So what that means was I blinked for the kill, and then that left me vulnerable because I had used all my skills. And then as you see, they all came down coming to gank. So not a good idea for me, just because I don't think backseat is that worth it. And yeah, they got the turtle for sure because I had died. So we gotta go back, regroup, get purple, and then gank gold or EXP. Let me see. Should I gank first or should I get purple? Because Nathan's going. Yeah, I'm gonna let him take the tower, and because he won't take any more after that. So yeah, with jungle, it's just basically like rotations, like how mid would do, except you're just going through and getting buffed before the actual rotations. That's basically the only difference. You don't want to stay too stuck in the jungle. You don't want to just sit there taking buff for the entire time without rotations, because at the end of the day, you're a jungle. But what that means is you have to be there for your team and stuff like that. So if any problems transpire on the team, jungle, the core is the most important part of your body as an athlete, as a track runner. I'm pretty sure for other sports too, which means as core, you're the most important person. Well, I wouldn't say the most important person, but you have the most impactful role if you are a good jungle. You're securing objectives, and the objectives get the towers, and then the objectives get other people fed. So as jungle, if you decide to go jungle, don't half-ass it, take it very seriously, because it's an honor, as the team trusts you with buff and they trust you to be ahead in levels so that you show up and show out. So please take the jungle very seriously. Here we go. We mixing it up, cooking it up like Rick and Morty in the lab. We are going back. It looks like there's problems going on in bottom lane as you're trying to push some towers, which is very important. We need those objectives to get the tower early. So we're going to have to trap back here to make sure that we can go ahead and secure this tower. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he had rolled out. But yeah, can we get that tower? You need that tower. Just knock it down, knock it down. But yeah, if we got that tower pretty early, considering it's only 6 minutes in, that would make a big difference. Because number one, I don't know who's supposed to be responsible for EXP, okay? Because we are not supposed to be having Alice is the late game here. The last thing we want to do is having fed. And then as you see, he's ulting and he had got the minions, so he has stacked for sure. Instead of he was screwing around in the lane. We can't be having that, because Aldous can carry in the late game and shut down our marksman. And then if they shut down our marksman, then their marksman can get fed. So the fact that our fighter wasn't watching his lane, that is very upsetting, because we didn't even get the tower that we were supposed to. Because usually so this is my theory, and I call this the opposite reciprocal, basically. So usually, if you notice early game, if there's like 4 people down at the tower and they somehow get gold lane or top lane very easily, then the opposite lane always has like that advantage with the minions. That's what I've noticed, and then that gives you a chance to push. So sometimes when I feel like there's 4 or 5 people at the lane early and they're trying to take the tower, then I go gank the opposite lane, and then we get our farm that way. And that's the way to play chess. That's the way to actually break even. And it's a smart idea, because you can easily go down to that lane and get destroyed and then lose farm and then not. If you look closely, Nathan was there clearing mid. I have an assumption that he will come in between and slack off. Yep, I knew it, because I see Leslie. He might have seen Leslie on the map coming down, and he was going to go and rotate, but I had stopped him quickly. And it had ganked perfectly to where it threw off Alpha and the tank. So here we go. What is the next plan? Yeah, Nathan had laughed at me, but that was a pretty good idea. Like, I had stopped him right before he rotated. And that's why sometimes I'd be sitting in those bushes. Alright, let's see. Oh, yep, Aldous is coming down to Leslie, but we had got the tower. Perfect objectives, guys. And looks like we're grouped up. And our fighter is there solo, but that's fine because he's a fighter. I'm not complaining. And this is how to play smart. We have Alpha so hungry for that buff, and it left him skillless and left him defenseless to where he had got outnumbered. So having their jungle shut down. And I actually did predict Aldous to flicker right there, just because Leslie was wide open for a little bit. So back to recall, because my health is low, and when you see both lanes are doing good, then you simply take buff. If you're having if you see a lane having problems, and then you see a buff in the middle of it, like purple, like let's say you're taking purple and then you see top lane's a problem, you simply take purple and you rotate top as quickly as possible. And yeah, that's the thing about jungle. It's like I don't like it, but I know how to do it, so I feel forced to do it. For reasonings, I don't like the jungle, guys. Like, I've never liked jungle, but I actually have a 78% win rate in the jungle. So yeah, that's pretty ironic. As you see, Baxi is pretty far from me, but I went that assist because I'm greedy. And what you want to do is, when you're far away from an enemy, you want to do skill 2, ult, and then use that small little roll in. And then you want to use your S1 first before your S2 just to secure that, oh, you touched the hero. And then you simply do the pull combo thing, the dash, the pull. So yeah, rarely you'll use that combo just if you're greedy and want to kill, or okay, they're major solo, they're running away and you gotta catch up. That's when you'll use that combo. Alright, I am 8-1, pretty decent KDA. I'm balancing out the kills and objectives. That's pretty much optimum. This is what, like, the dream. I wouldn't say a dream because it's very easy to attain as long as you keep practicing at it. But the goal for most jungles is to balance out the kills and the objectives because we got the Lord. The problem right there was I ulted opposite sides, but I didn't ult closer to her. Ulted slightly further, so that's why my skill 1 had missed. As you see, Alice is out, and Lunox is a pretty much lethal pick, so I knew that he was going to shut her down the minute it takes. But as you see, he's kind of slacking right there, and I'm going to go ahead and go for him. Because I don't, who wants to leave Alice open? Perfect! That was perfect. Woo wee! My combos are so clean. They're actually more cleaner than a Lifestyle wipes. Like, woo wee! I just wiped them down. Like, I had deleted them so quickly, so smoothly right there. I mean, these combos are clean. It's a good round. I feel like I'm definitely having a good round for sure. Looks like Alpha went the tanky route and he got Athena. Huge mistake. First of all, as you see, I have, okay, Genius, Scorch, and Divine are the 3, I would say it's like the Trinity combo items to make sure that, okay, Athena is not a problem, or magic defense, it easily cuts through magic defense. So if you see that Gusion or any other hero, Malik for War for physical, and then you got Divine Glaive, Genius, and Scorch, it is a bad idea to go straight magical defense. The smartest thing you can do is go Queens, because that means, okay, it's defense, but it's not magic defense, which means my penetration wouldn't counter it. So big mistake from Alpha right there. When teams get magical defense, that's good for me just because I have so much penetration, which means not only are they taking away potential attack item, but the fact that I can cut through it very, very quickly. Leslie, you got that? You got that? Oh, yo, she got that. That's perfect. That means because if Baxi had stayed in, I think he could have came back and clutched the tower, but we're pretty much about to end it. I don't need Novaria clutching. Oh, she got way too close. Yeah. That's a big mistake from Novaria right there. Let's see if he can wrap things up. Because we got Leslie, and I like that Leslie's ready to wrap things up. She's not going to no bottom lane and doing other stuff. Yeah, that's a way to outplay. And this Atlas was really good, by the way. Very nice sets. Very good at tanking. He didn't just wait to set after we were dying. He made sure to tank for us, be in the front line the entire time. So, big respect to Atlas. Alpha is back in the game, but he has to clear lanes, and Lunox is very fast at taking the Lord. A Lord killer, so I want to make sure we get the Lord just because before Alpha comes down, because he was opposite sides from the Lord, and you want to seize every opportunity possible. And perfect. And yeah, now that we got the Lord, Alpha dies. They're pretty much going to be 6-4 because we have the Lord and then Alpha died, so they only have 4 people left. So let's see. Nope, not a good idea to get a dive that. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a Hail Mary for this one. I think we're just going to go in guns blazing and see how many people. Oh, that was perfect. Okay, we don't even have to Hail Mary it. We don't even have to Hail Mary the tower. Alice, another good set, and we had to finish that off because he had grabbed everybody, and I had comboed on top of them after they got stunned. Perfect way to end. That was really nice team composition. Very great teamwork. That's the way to seize every opportunity possible. Very good team for sure. It's been a while since I've seen my team get all golds. Yeah, this will never probably ever happen again. It's a really good game.